You're attracted to Artie.
Yes.
You say he's your type.
Definitely.
I'm not your type because I'm too skinny.
Yeah.
Okay. You like heavy-set men.
I like heavy-set guys, and my serious boyfriend was like the same size as Artie.
You hear what this girl wants to do? She wants to ride you. Dude.
She's
Did you see the body on her?
She's a stripper.
She's not. She's a go-go girl. It's a difference.
I've been to Bourbon
What do you care?
Street.
You go with hookers. What do you care?
I've been to Bourbon Street. They're strippers.
But what do you care?
I just, whatever, fine, okay, I'll fuck her. What do you want? This segment is
You're
stupid.
like hostile to
Why
her.
is it stupid, dude? The girl came down. She wants to have sex with you.
All right, fine,
That's
great.
dumb. You're saying no, but I'm just not understanding why.
What do you want to do?
I don't know.
Fine,
She wants to go out with you
when
on a
does she
date.
want to go out?
Why
I'll
would
go
you
out with her. How long before I can fuck you?
And you're
How long before I hear about, your favorite, album from the last 5 years on MTV3?
Who's your
Are
favorite?
you serious?
What's your favorite group?
I love Johnny Cash. I love
you go.
Johnny Cash and
Eddie Money.
like all that. I love
Like
AC/DC. One of my favorites. What?
Why is she being goofed on? I don't understand.
No, I'm
why is
laughing
this? In
at
other
Artie.
words,
I'm
if
laughing at
somebody,
Artie.
I know, if somebody wrote a letter to Robin and said, "Robin, I want to date you," and
Someone did the other day.
I know, I'm going to try and get the guy down.
Robin
Why
blew
not?
it off.
But why is that bad? I mean, I'm just trying to hook you up.
Robin
dude.
blew it off. She said exactly
I'm trying
what
to help
saying.
romance. I don't know.
Guy's
Nice
trying
girl.
to get publicity. You're
Well,
right.
yeah.
Talk to her for Christ's sake.
Miss Modesty over here.
Why are you treating her like she's a
What?
shithead?
Why are you
You're
treating?
treating me like I'm a shithead.
I am not. I would do this for any of my bros.
This is dumb, bros. This
All right,
look,
fuck you.
Look, I'll fuck you. So leave your
She doesn't
number
want to
with-
just fuck you. She's looking at.
I don't want to date her.
Okay, then forget the why.
Because I don't feel like dating her. It's just a lot
You
of...
don't even know me. You didn't even-
Exactly, and I want to keep it that way.
Why?
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. We are Sirius Satellite Radio, Howard 100, Howard 101, Thursday. Hey now. Hey now to you. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now.
Hello there, jerk.
Jerk. What is
Artie
that?
called you a jerk yesterday.
What? Why'd you call me a jerk?
I don't remember. When did I do that?
On the wrap-up show,
Oh.
he called you and Gary jerks.
Yeah, by the way,
jerks that you
term of-
are.
I heard about
Term
this.
of affection.
Now I know what you're talking about. I want to tell you something. I will never, ever again attempt to bring a girl in here who says she's into Artie. I'm
And
going to tell you
Ingrid.
something.
Thank you.
Honestly, I'm fucking shocked by your reaction, like calling me a jerk, and also, like, honestly, I said to Gary, I go,
What did you do so wrong?
Sure, it's interesting, but like, I just know sometimes it's hard to meet women. And one of the cool ways to meet them, if you have this job, is like if they walk in here and they're kind of cute.
And how do you know that something
And-
spectacular won't happen? Like their eyes will meet, and they are the two perfect people for each other.
And I swear, I was like kind of like doing it like I'd want someone to do it for me.
And you could be lighthearted about it. It's not an insult. I don't know where he got this idea that somebody's saying he's hard up.
I don't know, man, but I guarantee you will never, ever. I mean, Fred met Allison on a
Absolutely.
date on this show. I don't know, man. Yeah, and you're questioning my motives, dude. Yeah, it's interesting, but also it's your reaction that's bizarre.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
made it even better.
He goes, "Oh, Howard's not my bro." And I'm like, "No, I was
That's
doing
not
it."
what a bro
How many
does.
times did I used to ask you to hook me up, Gary? Like go into the room with one of our guests and go, "Hey, Howard wants your number."
Yeah, but and also on the show, we're all about. I mean, yeah, we fuck with each other, but we're all about hooking everybody up. You know what I
Even
mean?
when, like Angie Everett, I was doing a push.
And it didn't hurt. Although that had already gone down.
I know, but I didn't know that at the time. So
Right.
I was
Hey.
pushing it right into your arms.
Hey, I got a segment coming up. I don't know whether to cancel it or not. There's a woman coming in next week. Who's,
Cancel it.
No. One last.
She's, no, she's not.
Come
she's,
on.
The whole rap
Tell me
on her,
about it.
She's the female Artie. She wrote us this letter. She's like,
Uh-oh.
I'm just like Artie. You know, she's had drug
No,
problems.
don't want her here.
So we're gonna
tell her to
cancel
go
it.
fucking home.
Okay.
And I don't
no,
care
no,
if
no,
goddamn
no.
Gina Lola Bridget's sister comes in here who's 18
Look,
years old and
look.
not.
Can I ask you a
We
question?
didn't
No
know-
girls.
We didn't
I don't want to be called a
know-
jerk.
I'll throw you one
We
more.
did not know
Yeah.
that Artie was going to have this reaction when that woman was booked. Don't ruin her
No.
life. She wanted to come in.
Nope.
I got one more
Not
example.
interested
by the way,
in being called a jerk.
Did Artie feel hard up when we got Carmen Electra to let Artie feel her up?
I don't know. Ask Artie. What are you asking me for?
Like, did you feel hard up about that? Like, that was us helping a brother out.
No.
All right, here's Artie on the wrap-up show as long as you bring it up.
I am so uncomfortable with these Find Artie a Date segments. I hate it. I hate that attention. I feel like I'm a pathetic sort of loser who needs this attention. And it's patronizing. It's just so patronizing. Come on, you're my bro.
Yeah, bros don't help other guys out getting chicks. That's what all my bros do.
What is that all about?
That's what we do. I mean, my friends off the air, when we were all single, we were fucking dealing each other's chicks all over the place.
Do it off the air.
You always.
Hey, fine. I'm not doing it off the air. Oh, fuck yourself.
But we talked about it on the air. You talked about how you got Melissa to come meet Ross and what all you guys did that night at the dinner.
That's just the way I am. But fuck it, man. If I'm going to be called a jerk for doing that, you know what? Somebody be a jerk to me and so hook me up with hot chicks.
Yeah. Throw girls at you.
Yeah. Yeah, and by the way, you could be sure I won't call you a jerk. Boy, girls used to be marched in here and say, "Hey, let me see what's going on here." And if a girl wrote a letter that she was attracted to me, we'd book her right on the fucking show.
Absolutely, regardless of the reason.
I'd do it for myself. Call me hard up. I am hard up. Fuck it. I want it all.
You want to see what's interested?
Why not? It's like going fishing, except already they've clubbed the fish over the head.
Throw it back if you don't want it.
Yeah, they've starved the fish for 5 days. Make it a little easier. Dude, you got your wish. You could be sure you ain't meeting any chicks through me.
Thanks.
Guarantee it.
I don't need to meet chicks through you.
No, you don't.
If he met the perfect girl for you now, he'd keep her away.
Oh, yeah.
Fine.
You go fuck yourself.
He's not going to meet the perfect.
Sit
You
home and
don't
jerk
know.
off.
He could meet the woman of your dreams.
Oh, Robin, please.
Do whatever you want, man. You want to know something? Fred met the woman of his
Yes,
dreams,
I
so
did.
fuck you.
Okay.
But you know something? Artie's a different guy. So.
That's right. Do
Yeah,
what you want.
he's a guy you can't do anything for.
You know, I think Artie's one of those very private people when it comes
No,
to
he's very
relationships.
bitter
Private.
because most people
I
say,
think
"Hey,
he
this is
is.
kind of fun. I get to preview
I
these
tell you-
chicks." But he's taking it like
You
know
he
what?
feels he's a loser, so he's saying to me, "You're making me look like a loser."
I think he's also looking at taking a little too seriously.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That's what we're saying. He's
it was as
taking it
serious as a
seriously.
heart attack to him yesterday when that girl came in. Because, I mean, I was a little like, wow, Artie's really like being vicious to this girl. But you know what? It's like, I don't know if it was that or maybe because of the reason she was
well,
attracted
you heard,
to him.
but you heard what he said. I don't
Yeah.
trust you. It's like, dude, she could.
This is such a stupid conversation.
Oh my God!
No,
now
it's
we're
not.
being attacked for this
Wow.
conversation.
Yeah.
We can't have any conversations we want anymore.
Go ahead. Talk as much as you want.
Well, you're out of line calling me a jerk.
Wow.
You're out of line calling me
I
a jerk.
can't bring that up that you called him a jerk.
I don't remember doing it, but whatever. So, I was talking.
don't actually have it on tape.
Heat of the
Let me see.
wrap-up show, I guess.
She doesn't bring a girl on who has a fat fetish. I mean, how insulting is that? We like a girl who likes disgusting fat guys, so Artie's going to get a date. Artie's doing fine. This is ridiculous. Continue to do it because obviously the goal on the show is to make all of us uncomfortable.
No.
I'm horribly uncomfortable with it. I hate it with a red-hot passion. I will always be belligerent the way I was today. But keep doing it. I hate it. My input is I hate it.
It was the comments when they asked him about. What was it? Whether how she got on the show or something, and he was talking about how Levy met the girl and was setting him up, and that you and Gary, the jerks that you are, fell for it.
Well, whatever. Hey, so I'm a jerk. I'll tell you what.
I think I said suckers, not jerks.
No, you said jerks.
Well, that's a shame. Sorry. That's what happens.
Well,
People call you a jerk.
we'll have to move on.
It's not cool. It really isn't, man. It really is not cool.
Now you know how Bubba felt.
Yeah.
You know, he throws that word around a lot.
Right. I'm very disrespectful.
I never called
It's
you
not
a
about
jerk.
disrespect.
That's not cool. That's not cool. I'm sorry, Fal. I mean, that's just not cool.
It's just not nice.
No. That's just not nice.
To someone who loves you.
Yeah, I mean, really, I was happy for you. This chick was hot. And if you're not into her, fine. So you just say, hey, nice girl. Maybe I'll call her. Give me your number.
Maybe you could say Levy's a jerk.
I said that. That's how
Oh,
we
he
ended.
said worse about poor Levy.
That's how we ended
got
the
blasted.
segment.
Yeah, listen to this one.
Bob Levy is basically Jeffrey Dahmer if he read a joke book. Oh, my God. And, I know that sounds a little harsh, but I love the guy. And, he gets out on the internet and stalks these women and throws out this web of deceit and sleaziness and hair dye and bad coke, whiskey, beer breath, cheap fucking Target shirts and coupons for Sizzler's 2-for-1 steak on a Wednesday. his $40,000 house just outside of Philly somehow has a built-in pool. I have no idea what the fuck that looks like.
Came with the house.
His poor child who's being raised by a father who's just not there, and a mother who hates being with the father. The father's in a basement that's damp. Clearly doesn't have the proper heat or air conditioning. Somehow he gets over to this disgusting, jizz-drenched, stinky, whiskey-sobbing computer board and types out, who's out there? Who's out there in fucking virgin creepland that I can try to fuck with my web of grossness? And eventually he gets some takers, some poor women who have a background that's clearly troubling. This girl has father issues, so he's clearly a mad Irish drunk. We don't
know that.
She has dyed black hair.
Wow. What girl?
He pulled out a
here.
flamethrower on those people.
Why'd you say that? She didn't have that. You don't know that.
I love Gary throwing in the disclaimer.
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't know.
Yeah, the dad could call.
Yeah.
Right, well,
The dad could call and beat your ass.
let's do it.
That's ridiculous.
What's going on over there?
What's going on with you? What's all the anger
Nothing.
about?
There's no anger.
The girl came in here. Now you're attacking her family. You're making shit
Are
up.
you incredibly uncomfortable? There are things we can't bring up with you. Would you give us a list?
We don't know.
Well, there's no list. No.
No. We don't want to make you uncomfortable.
Good, then shut up.
Oh, everything makes you
Speech
uncomfortable.
makes him uncomfortable.
Yes, I guess talking.
Wow. Well, whatever, man. I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah, don't even talk to
I'm
him.
doing him a favor.
Don't even look back there.
No. I mean, really, I'm not doing you any
Does
favors.
this mean I don't have to come in anymore?
What it means
No, we
is...
want you here.
What it means
No,
is...
you gotta come in.
Listen, you never have to come in here. You know that. If you hate this job that much, you never have to come in here. You know that.
I mean, yesterday it was just terrible.
Well,
The
who
fat
knew
guy, we're
that?
going to get the fat guy laid.
Oh, my
She's into heavy-set guys. You're a fat guy. What are you going to do about it?
You know, though,
Tony Soprano.
I have to say,
lawyer.
this comes on the heels of a bad day that Artie had. I mean,
What bad day?
The bad day that his mom called him. And he was drinking because
Dude,
of the
let me tell
comments
you
that she
something.
made.
His mom's-
and I think that carried over to the next day.
Yeah, but
There
his-
was nothing awful about what his mother
That's
did.
right.
No, but
He
I mean,
needed an excuse to
but
drink.
I'm not saying that it was what was bad, but I'm saying
Yeah,
Artie
I
had
don't
a
blame that on my
reaction to
mother.
that, which kind of set him off.
Yeah, but his mom said nothing there.
Well, you know,
And-
he's
No,
sensitive.
Those are my issues.
That's right.
Right, he's
Yes,
sensitive about it.
Yes, that's ridiculous. That
got
his
issues.
mother called him that we
No,
shouldn't
I'm not
talk
saying
to him
that she.
about
I'm not
a
saying that she
girl.
did a bad
No,
thing.
and I'm saying
he had
if
a bad
you got to
reaction.
start drinking in the middle of the afternoon because your mom said you used to look like George Clooney
Right,
when you were
no,
on Mad
that-
TV, I mean, he's got
I'm
issues.
not blaming that on my mother.
No, definitely.
No, he's got a reaction to his mother that
Right.
he hasn't looked into yet.
But we all do. You know, mothers push buttons.
Oh, yeah.
That's their job.
Well, you have to realize that. You don't bring it on us. What do we do?
I'm
we're
just
just
saying
trying to
it was
have
the
some
it was
fun
the
here.
first domino in a line of dominoes for poor Artie.
And this is Mr.
Poor Artie.
Roastmaster. Mr. Roastmaster is super sensitive.
I'm not the roast master.
Oh, please.
I thought Sal was the roast man.
Yeah, Sal's the roast master.
Please.
Bob Levy's the roast master.
Artie's the
No,
cleanup
I meant
hitter.
he's one of the best guys at roasting people, and spares nothing. I mean, he goes for it.
Well, what is that? I don't understand what you're talking about.
That's a roast.
This is
That's what
what
he's
we
supposed
do.
to do.
We make people uncomfortable.
Honestly, I'm going to go on record as saying this, and you can believe it or not, Artie. I did not do that to make you uncomfortable, and
Well,
you can
all right,
you can think that all
fine.
you want.
Okay, fine.
So if you don't like it, fuck it. I ain't going to go out of my way. In fact, quite frankly, who needs to do that for you?
Good.
Do
It's
whatever
not
you want to do.
It's not going to affect
thought
my
it was.
life
I
in
did
any
it.
way.
I don't want my motives being called a jerk because I was doing it because you know what? I'd want someone to do it for me. I'm real shy with women, and if a woman writes in and you know,
If
it's a funny thing.
troll had come in here, it'd be one thing, Artie.
Yeah, but even if a troll came in, so you go, okay, hey, nice girl,
But
whatever.
that might have been a setup.
Yeah,
That
But
would
this
have been
was
funny.
just a girl who wrote us a letter.
she wrote me a letter, and I went, you know what? If some girl wrote a letter to the show, this is my weird thinking. You're giving me the smile like I don't believe a fucking word you're saying, but I swear to God, this is the truth. If a girl wrote me a letter, I used to figure out a way to get her up here and let me look her over.
Yeah,
Even when I was married, just to see what I could get.
absolutely.
And that's my feeling. I don't, and like my friends, you know, like I met Angie through a friend of mine, and like you know, that happens in real life occasionally.
Yeah, how many times do you get hooked up?
With anybody decent. So,
Right.
I mean, I don't know if these girls are going to be decent, but, the girl says she looks like Lindsay fucking Lohan. I go, hey, maybe Artie wants to meet her, and what the hell? I mean, it might be fun on the air. Slam dunk. But if the guy's going to think I'm a jerk for doing it, fuck it. I'm not doing it. Forget it. It's over.
Well, so we won't have that kind of fun anymore.
No, and believe me, on a scale of 1 to 10, that ain't that much fun for me. Watch Artie gets hooked up with a hot chick.
Right, and for you to take the time to tell some guy that a girl is interested in somebody other than you, that's,
Quite frankly,
that's major for you.
I'd rather march chicks in here are interested in me.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
that
let's do
Artie
it.
should realize that.
I do it all the time. I fucking beg the interns to come in here and tell me they love me. I got my own pathetic thing going. But,
Is this what it's about? Because I got voted most popular.
No, it's about the fact that I know that as a man, this is me. I projected this onto you.
Right.
I like to see what the fuck's out there that wants to fuck me. That's it.
Well, it came
Bottom
out on the
line.
wrap-up show. She has a boyfriend.
Well, I heard that
Lucky.
too. I heard that too. And I
did
got a
we
letter from
know?
the guy. I didn't know it. I got a letter from him yesterday, an email. And it turns out it's the same way Artie kind of has a girlfriend now.
Oh, it's not that
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as solid.
it's way more committed than anything I got going.
What, are
on.
they living together?
Well, the guy said, "Look, I would clearly be upset if she slept with somebody.
Well, you don't think that girl who's sleeping with you would be upset?
Of course she would.
She's upset I'm sleeping with her."
I don't want to spend all morning on this. I'm just saying.
Really?
It's
Jesus.
just, no, I don't care. It's not going to happen anymore. I guarantee fucking it.
Well, I'm very upset because I wanted to see the girl
You'll
who
get
were
over
writing
it.
you
When you're in Burgundy, you'll
about
get over
Artie.
it.
Julia Roberts
When
to
I'm
write
at
me a
Burger
letter. I
King.
ain't giving it to Artie. Rip up any emails
I don't
from
want
chicks.
Julia Roberts. She's lost her look.
Jessica Alba.
You know, it's funny.
She's not hot enough for Artie.
Jessica Alba calls, I'll do it.
No, you won't because you won't know about it.
She's not gonna get. You're
know
not
what?
gonna get the letter.
You know what,
what?
Howard?
You're never gonna know.
I'll take the chance that ain't gonna happen.
Okay.
Oh,
if
Jessica,
it
write
does?
us today. Write us today.
Hey, Gary, I don't want
Jessica ain't up.
I don't want Artie getting any emails from any girls.
Good.
From this show.
That's
is
the greatest
replay-
thing I've ever heard.
You're
This
on.
is replayed all day, Artie.
All right. That's it. You're done.
Girls, stop writing. Artie does not want to meet you.
Yes.
Doesn't even matter. He ain't gonna meet you. I'm gonna make sure of it. You know,
I'll
I
have to
always
meet.
feel so
I'll have
guilty
to meet women off the air.
when I get the good luck. When I get these emails from these broads, even sometimes I get emails from people like who want to give people work and this and
Sure.
that. I feel I should give everybody every opportunity. I'm like that. I get paranoid if I don't. Like
That you
even
might be-
every dumb little request,
Right.
and it's like I go,
Blocking
man,
fate.
like this chick might be hot, and if I fuck Artie up on this and don't help out, I'm an
Yeah.
asshole. That's when I'm an asshole. That's when I'm being greedy.
No, if you get a girl on the air who likes fat guys, I'll insult this guy who
You're fat.
I say is my friend on the air and go, "Could you believe this hot chick likes fat guys? I'll do my bro, the gayest fucking thing ever, bro." Fuck says that, and
I do, douchebag.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Is douchebag better?
Yeah, and you want to know something? I thought you were a bro. Honestly.
I don't want to be a bro. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
You know
Oh,
exactly
my
what it
God.
means. A dear friend. And you know what?
He
so
can't
fuck
take
you.
it. He can't
Fuck
take
you.
the
You're not my
affection.
fucking bro.
Good.
Fuck off.
He'll keep Fred as a bro.
It's
That's
better
right.
like
So
this.
there.
Fuck off.
Oh, man.
I mean it. I mean, really. Bro
He's
is
insulting.
Bro, hey, you know what? I'll tell you what, man. In my day, because I grew up in the 60s, when you called somebody a bro and you fucking meant it, it meant something to people.
Well, it's
And,
2007.
well, okay, bro.
Like, you know what's
So,
happening in 2007, Mr. AC/DC.
Yeah.
Bruce Springsteen.
You're still living back
Can we
in
get
the
it up to the
fucking
80s?
60s. Fuck
Right,
off.
I'm in the 80s still. He's in the
Bro.
60s. It's still 20 years ahead.
I
Everybody's
happen to
time
use
traveling.
that term a lot, and you know what? Well, I use it with my friend Dr. Lou, and I use it for
Listen,
my friend
here's what-
Pat,
here's
and
what
my,
you're
and my
not
friend Pat
admitting.
calls me a bro. So let me tell you something.
Here's what you're not
I'll be
admitting.
sure not to call you a bro, because you're not a bro, and I am admitting the truth here. I did it out of friendship.
You're not admitting that that
It's good
segment was
radio.
supposed to make me look like a
Wrong.
fat guy.
I will
who
never
can't get
admit
laid.
that. Bullshit.
And
I would do the same for myself.
It's
I-
embarrassing
talk
for me
about how
on the
you're
air,
getting
and that's
laid.
what's entertaining
Dude,
about it.
you've got it 100% fucking
Okay,
wrong if you
fine.
think that's my motivation in this.
What if I strolled in a girl who's into geeky-looking pelican fucking odd guy?
I cared about you.
And she's got a fetish. She's into pelicans.
Bring her in.
And,
so you're saying
and
I
the
look
whole,
like a pelican.
Yeah, you're saying I'm
All
fat.
right.
The
You're
whole segment is
funny.
about
You're fat,
the whole
and I
segment
look like
is
a
about
pelican.
this hot chick somehow liking an obese, disgusting
Fuck
guy.
off. You're a fucking asshole. You're an asshole, and you better fucking
you're
see a
not
psychiatrist.
admitting-
You know what?
Go take another tab of that shit that keeps you off heroin.
I
Because you
need
fucking
it.
can't
I'm
keep
gonna need it
yourself
today.
off. You're a fucking baby.
What was the last time Artie got something so wrong? I'm trying to remember the subject.
Oh, it happens every day.
You're out of your fucking
last
mind. I
time?
mean it. You owe me a big fucking fat apology. Pelican
Remember-
Like
fuckhead.
me?
Yeah.
Like a fat apology, like I'm fat?
You owe me a big fat apology.
You
From a big
point out
fat
my
man.
physical
You're
flaws
full
every
of
day.
shit. Come on, you're full of shit.
The point of that segment was Artie's fat.
No, I'm a fag
That's
because I
the
called you a
point of
bro.
that segment.
Well, you know what, man? You're off the bro list.
Good.
There's lots
Who
of
wants
people
to be on the
that-
bro list?
You're not on it.
I don't want to be on it.
You're not on it.
I don't care if
You're
I'm on
off.
it or not.
Believe me.
I don't care if I'm on anybody's bro
And
list.
since bro is such a weird term to you because you've never heard it before.
I've heard it before.
Maybe it's because you got no bros.
You're right. I have no
There's
bros.
a lot of guys I know who I think
have
of
some
like
friends.
a brother, and one of them's Pat Menachia, and the other one of them, who I refer to as bro, is my friend Dr. Lou.
Well, I'm sure
And-
you're
and
very
Fred.
good friends with him. Would you stroll
I don't
in
call
if
Sal,
Dr.
bro.
Lou? What? I don't know what Dr. Lou looks like, but if he had some odd thing about his look, would you stroll in somebody here and go?
A girl wrote
"This
me a letter
girl-"
said I'm attracted to Artie. I'm attracted to heavy-set men. That's what she said.
Right. So you turned
And
it
I
into
said-
fat.
You turned it into fat.
No,
you said
did.
fat
The
disgusting.
name
I'll
of
play
the
your
segment
words on
was
the wrap-up show.
The name of the segment was it's a chick who's into fat.
You know what?
guys.
I can tell you right
You're
now.
fat,
I'll
Artie.
print out what we wrote yesterday, and that's not what's written on.
Garrett,
the
I
page.
can't. You're clearly on the bro list, and I
but-
can't trust
but you-
anybody.
Artie kept saying that. Artie goes, and you
Oh,
called.
fuck you, man.
Howard, Artie kept
I
saying
mean,
you called
really,
me a
fuck
big-
you. That's
called me-
insulting. You're questioning my
dude,
motives.
I mean, come on. Will you be honest with yourself
I'm being
right now?
100% honest. I
Your
never
goal
did
was
it
just to do me a favor
Yeah.
and get me laid.
No, my goal was, A, it was interesting to see if Artie would be
It's
attracted to
interesting to
this
see
girl.
a hot chick into a fat guy.
No.
That's what's interesting.
What, every
about
girl
it.
who came in... Listen, I hooked Fred up. Was he a fat guy?
No, but that's a totally different story. That was a dial-a-date. I don't know what Fred's situation was. I don't know if he wanted that
Every
to
girl who
happen.
marched in here was into fat guys.
Wait,
No, the girls were into Artie.
And Artie,
I
you said-
brought him in as a brotherly thing to
Fred,
do.
did you,
and
Fred, did
and
you
you-
ask for a dial-a-date, or was
You know
just
what?
sort
It
of
was
giving it?
oddly enough, ironically enough, fat girl dial-a-date didn't show up that morning.
And we had to
I
scramble.
I volunteered to go on dial-a-date to save
And
the
Artie, we
segment,
can- we can
and
do a
it totally was an
dial-a-date.
accident
You know
that
what I mean?
anything
You
happened.
might think that I did it because your self-esteem is so fucking low, but I did it because I would do it for anybody who was a major player on the show. If they wrote a letter to Robin, if they wrote a letter to Fred, if they wrote a letter to me,
Yeah,
if they
we've
wrote a
all
letter to
had
Jerry.
these
and let me say one-
segments.
And I've had tons of chicks come in here, and I go, how could a chick be into me, man? I'm fucking ugly. So thanks for referring to me as a pelican fuckface. And I'll tell you something else.
Oh, thanks
I'll tell you
for
something.
referring to me as a fat, obese every single day of your
I
fucking life.
do not. That's bullshit.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
You do.
No, you do, Howard.
All right. Oh, you don't. You don't talk about how much you weigh.
And you don't talk about your looks?
I do.
Yeah, right, okay.
So now you have to
fine,
attack
what's
me
the
because
difference?
I set you up
Who's
with a chick.
attacking you? You're attacking
You
me.
attacked me. You called me a jerk for doing that for you. So I'm just saying, I'm not going to be a jerk anymore. I'm not going to do anything for you.
Fine.
Do whatever the fuck you got to do.
Good.
Artie's got to do what Artie's got to do. Even
I
insult
didn't say
people.
that.
And you know, sorry I called you a bro because I felt close to you. But fuck off.
Dude, you're not close to. How are we? We're not friends. We're not.
I work
close
with you
friends.
every day
Right,
and
we
talk
work
to you.
together. We're not
You know what?
friends.
You know what? It makes me feel close to you. You're somebody who helps my show. You're somebody who works with me. We have a good time
And I'm
jamming together in the morning.
I'm
So if that's
proud to
not
be a part
brotherly,
of this show for the rest of my life.
So
And,
that would make you my
That doesn't
bro.
make us friends.
That makes me. You want to? You know something? I'm shocked to hear you say you don't think you're my friend.
Well, how are we friends? What do we do that would indicate a
We
friendship?
spend 5 fucking hours together in each other's head on the air together. I allow maybe 3 or 4 people in this world to do that. Maybe it's
So
not
are you
typical friendship.
Benji's friend?
I don't sit there and fucking enable you to drink and shit, but at least, you know, maybe those are your friends. But the fact of the matter is, I sit here every morning and share my livelihood with you because I think you're a great guy and a fun guy and a guy I want to hang with 4 or 5 hours a day. How many of your so-called good friends you hang with 5 hours a day?
I don't
Zero.
work with them. We work together.
So what? You
There's
can't be
people who
friendly with
spend-
some.
There's people who
you
spend
can't-
8 hours a day
You
with
can't
people.
feel close to somebody you work with?
Sure, I feel close to you in the sense that, you know, I
Well, you just said
care
you don't.
about you and I think you're a good person, but I don't consider us the closest of friends.
I didn't
no.
say we're the closest
Nobody
of
said
friends.
bosom buddies.
I said
Well,
you're my
that's what
bro.
he's sort of saying, I
We're
think.
comrades in this. We work hard together. We're both on the same team.
I
you know
get
what?
that.
Football players think of each other in brotherly ways. They get out on the field and they fight together as men. We've been through a lot of battles together at this point. You've thrown in with
So
me.
why would
You've
you
thrown your
question-
career in with me. And you question my fucking motive with
Why
getting
would
you a girl?
You can't
Shame
question
on
my
you.
motives on the air.
And
I've
you
always been
question my
loyal to
motive
the
for
show.
you say I'm not your bro, I'm not a friend. Fuck you.
That's not what a friend does. A friend
Let me
doesn't
tell you
parade a
something, man.
chick in here who's into fat guys.
Guys in the arm, bullshit.
No, that's not what a friend does.
Well, don't worry, it won't happen
A friend
again.
off the air says this girl might want to date you. Everything's on the air with you. Everything's on the air with you.
Not everything. I don't know any girls off the air. No one's written me a letter in my personal life saying I want to go out with Artie. Please, let's do
So you
it.
can make it your personal life. You could say a girl wrote me a letter. Why don't we get together and have dinner? I think she might like you. That's what a bro does.
Unfortunately, there's not a lot of takers in that department. If a girl approached me, I would do it. I haven't been approached.
A girl wrote you a letter. You don't have to make it on the air. You don't have to make it an on-air thing.
Oh, I won't anymore. You know what?
And it
I'm
proves
going to
that
tell
she
you
might
something.
not just want to be on the air.
And my motive for putting it on the air, my friend, is that I am very uncomfortable meeting people off the air. So, okay, I put that into you. I said, you know what? This is easy. If you don't like the chick, you never have to call her. You kind of screen her out on the air. It's a
No. If I don't like the chick, it turns into this.
And if you
really
like her,
I don't like the chick off the air, you move on. It's a private issue.
No, but you had to fucking make a big deal of it yesterday.
No. You made a big deal out of it by making it a bit for the air. So I reacted the way I reacted, and that's what happened.
I made it a bit for the air so you wouldn't be embarrassed to meet these fucking chicks off the air.
You're uncomfortable about meeting people off the air.
Yes.
Why does that mean I have to be?
I was wrong, clearly. But my motive wasn't a bad one. My motive was because I wish someone would do it for me.
Your motive was to make an entertaining segment for the show, and you're turning that into something like you're my personal friend. You did this as a friend thing. You wanted it to be exactly what this has turned into, a major issue for the show.
You know how many different people who have written me letters and said they want to meet so-and-so on the show and so-and-so on the show, and I go, no. Yeah, of course it'd be interesting,
well, because maybe,
but also it wasn't my intention to embarrass you. It was my intention hey, what
you
if the chick's
embarrassed
hot?
me. I'm telling you, you embarrassed me.
I apologize then. And I assure you, my friend, it will never happen again.
Fine, good.
Yeah, it will never happen again. You will not have any girls marching in here saying they're attracted to you. You could go fuck yourself.
If somebody wrote me a letter and said, I love you, and you were single. Somebody wrote me a letter and you were single and said, you know what, I'm in love with Howard. I would come to you off the air and say, hey, you want to get dinner with this girl? You want to meet her? I wouldn't parade her on the air as
I would I would rather have it. I would rather have it that way.
What the fuck's wrong with you? Why didn't you put that on the air?
Yeah, I would have kicked your ass.
That's good. That's because he's nuts. Everything's got to be on the air.
I'm not nuts. I'm telling you, I'd rather screen somebody through the air than screen them off the air.
Do you realize I don't think I've ever had a real conversation with you off the air?
Oh, no, you have.
No, I haven't.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
I sat you down as a friend because I was worried about you. Let me tell you something. There are too many fucking people who would do that.
You made fun of that whole situation.
Bullshit.
You know, this is how you get rewarded for honesty on the show. I let out that I was addicted to heroin.
And I cared about you.
Yeah, for 2 seconds, and then there's 82 song parodies, and the next day you're playing my phone messages. That's Artie on heroin. Here, listen, that's Artie calling us up on heroin. And then you just yell it out on the Letterman show, and you somehow got an ounce of decency and called him and said, I'm not comfortable with that.
No, you talked about it on Letterman. You blurted out on the air, and I talked about it thinking, well, if he's talking about it on our air, and then I said to Letterman, would you please edit that out because I'm concerned that it might affect Artie.
Right.
But he doesn't care about
But then for 5 hours a day on a show that's got more listeners than Letterman, you fucking
you talked about it here.
Right. I blurted it out in a time that was a very difficult moment.
Okay,
and you
so don't be mad at me for that.
What are we talking about here? Now we're on to heroin? We were talking about the girl.
He's attacking me for everything.
He's got a lot of issues now with you.
I know. But
I'm talking about our on-air and off-air relationship because you brought that up. The friendship
I didn't bring
thing.
it up. You said I'm not your friend, so fine. I'm not your fucking friend. Who cares?
Well,
I thought I was.
You have a conversation about something that doesn't exist.
If you came to me with any request or anything, I would make it happen. And the fact of the matter
you
is,
as well. The
fact of the matter is, I do consider you a friend, and I've invited you to my home several times. You've told me you can't come. And
I've been to your home.
And it's probably, I've invited you 90% more to my house than you've ever invited me to your house. When did you ever invite me to your house?
I invited you to my house once. I did. I invited you to play cards once, and you said you were going on a trip.
Oh, well, I was away.
Right.
But I've invited you to my home.
I just sit home and go, I don't want to go to Howard's? I had something to do.
I don't know, man. I'm just telling you, man. I don't invite people who aren't my friends to my home. When you were going through your shit with Dana, I said to you, come out and hang out with me and Jimmy, and you felt funny about it. I said, come on out. Let's have some fun. No, I'm not a friend, Artie. You're a fucking asshole. You got fucking major issues. And that real conversation I had with you, you should go see that fucking psychiatrist prontissimo, because shit's getting to you.
What's getting to me? Nothing's getting to me.
When you're sucking on those tabs, something's getting to you.
Well, listen, yeah, I'm an
telling
addict.
you, I don't want to
There's
make
no question about the fact that I'm an addict.
And an addict means something,
Well,
pal.
that's covering something, Artie.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what it's
I've had
covering.
those issues a long time.
Yeah, like from birth.
But this is a different situation.
Oh, boy.
This is not a different
No,
situation.
Rating a chick who's into fat guys.
Oh, you devil.
Sorry, won't
All right.
happen again. I
Good,
apologize.
don't do it again.
I said I
You
wouldn't.
little devil.
You can be sure you will see no women here who are into you.
Thank you.
You go fuck yourself. Crying out loud. Fucking guy. Bro's so gay.
The gayest term.
Well, maybe it is. But we got a couple
You
of
can't
bros.
love some people.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Fuck Fred.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, and your fucking girls and everything else and heroin and all your
Can't
bullshit.
play.
Yeah. And
Man.
gee, no real conversation.
Nobody's
It's been
ever
real
been
easy.
uncomfortable on this show but Artie. That's not fair.
Hey.
I said go ahead and keep bringing bros. I'll continue to be uncomfortable.
I'm quiet over there.
I don't
talking
make
to
the
Howard.
rules here.
I'm talking to Howard. I'm not talking to you.
Go right
Pretend-
ahead,
Pretend you
sweetie.
can't hear me.
And it's true.
I
of
wish
course,
I could.
My number one priority is always good radio.
I know that.
Absolutely.
And I
Always.
think I've given you a lot of that over the years with my fucked up body.
More good radio than anybody. And I love you for it, but I'm sorry I say
And I'm not
I love
even
you.
referring to being talented. I'm referring to being a fuck up. Of
So
all
when
my
I say
fuck-up
I
ways.
love you for that, is that gay? Or am I a bad man?
I
You're
almost
not my
died
bro?
of alcohol poisoning on the show.
Well,
Is
whatever.
that who fucking forced you to drink?
Oh, I'm kidding. I said that as a joke.
Sure.
Listen, I'm no more women
I'm
for
not
you.
saying you guys forced me to drink.
You question my motive?
You
You're right. The
asshole.
motive is always
You
that
took me to
something.
Las Vegas. That's forcing me to
The motive is always something good behind it.
I
Fucking private
understand
jet, you motherfucker.
I'm not looking to
all
hurt
I
you.
say is, listen, dude.
Yeah.
I would take a bullet for you.
No,
you know,
you wouldn't.
you're
No,
one
you
of my.
wouldn't.
You probably
yes,
wouldn't.
yes,
You're
I would. You don't know me.
probably not.
You do not know me.
No.
You do
He'll
not
be
know me
I
the
know
way
where
you
it's
think
at
you know
now.
me.
Honestly, I know where it's at.
No, you don't know me
Fred,
the way you think you
let
know
Fred
me.
say it.
He'll be holding the
getting-
gun.
Not to change the subject, but Benji was taking
Robin
his
would
shirt
never-
off.
Robin
over
would
here.
never shoot
Could
you.
you put a stop to that?
Why are you taking your shirt off?
What?
Please don't make this about you.
All right.
He was taking his shirt off, and
Please
he's
make
got
it
his hat
about
off, and you
you.
see the stubbly shit on his head now.
When the song came out, I was
Looks like a
dance
ball
naked,
sack.
But then
I don't need you to be naked now.
right.
It's not funny. You're never funny with that.
This is the
You're a man.
breakup of a beautiful relationship.
Yeah, I mean, I had a perception of Artie. That's
I mean,
completely
Artie's
false.
pouring his heart out, and this idiot is taking his clothes off.
I'm
really
trying to
felt
be, what I said came out the wrong way. I'm trying to tell you, you say all the time the most important thing in your life is this radio show. And it's probably why it's.
No, my
it's
children and Beth are.
Okay, I get that.
All
I
right.
understand. I know what you mean when you say that.
Yes,
You know,
but it's
after
true.
your children and Beth.
Right. This is very important to
Okay,
me.
I get it. So, and it's probably why the show is what it is. It has become what it is. And it's probably
I'm just
why
hurt. I'm
I
hurt.
was a fan and I always wanted to
Right.
be here and everything. I'm saying I understand that relationship you have with this show is more important than the relationship you have with me. And that's fine with me. But I'm saying don't pretend
That's
that.
not true.
Yeah, but yes, it is, Howard. Come on.
That's not true. You're important to me because of
And
this
I
show.
don't care about that. As a matter of fact, I envy you for that. I wish I could be that passionate about a profession. Maybe I'd be more successful than I am.
Well, why don't
right
you
now.
admit you are passionate about this profession instead of hiding behind, oh, I don't give a shit about
I am.
anything.
All I'm saying is, if I knew a guy who was, when I was thinner, an incredibly fat guy, and a chick wanted to come on as a fat fetish on the show before
Not
I
fat
did
fetish,
it,
fat fetish
before
about
I
you.
did it on the
About Artie. She's into Artie.
No. She's into fat guys. She's into fat
No,
guys.
she wasn't into Ganji. Ganji's a fat guy.
Yeah, but Howard,
You're Artie.
She said she's into fat guys.
Listen,
That's what she said
I
she's
didn't
into.
sit and do an analysis
Here's
of her
what,
letter.
if someone
she
was
liked
my,
you.
If someone
I
was
figured,
my
okay.
friend, if someone was my friend, and I cared about
Well,
them
I'm not
more
your friend,
than the radio
clearly.
show.
Yeah.
I would pull him aside and go, "Listen, is this going to bug you?" She's
Well, isn't
into
it great
fat
how
guy,
you
blah,
do
blah, blah."
everything just right?
No, dude.
No,
I'm not
I
saying
know
I
it's
do
a
everything
bit.
just right.
I know it's a bit, but you know what? Behind the bit, I know it's a joke, the bit. I know that. I know it's a bit. But even I'm like, hey, here's a bit. Yeah, bring the girl in. Ha, ha, ha. But meanwhile, if she's hot, I'm going to go out with her.
And it's not like I'm begging you to do it.
You're not. And I clearly misread that because that's something I'd want someone to do for me. If any letter came in and someone said, hey, you're going to get to meet this chick's into you, that's like a huge icebreaker for me. So I would like that. You clearly don't.
There's a lot of times I'm uncomfortable.
But I didn't mean to ridicule you.
There's a lot of times I'm uncomfortable with shit that goes on the show. But the fact of the matter is, everybody here gets uncomfortable with shit, and you got to bite the bullet.
Right.
And, you know, the heroin song parodies, that stuff is really, really a personal, like, really makes me feel awful.
All right,
but I
get all of that.
But I bite the bullet.
But I get all that. The fact that the only hurtful part of this conversation is that you think my motives in doing that were to make you less of a man, and it wasn't.
Well, that's what it felt like.
Okay. And the second thing that's just hurtful to me is that you goofed on me because I care about you. That
but
I
Howard,
do consider
you
my
goof on
bro.
Me every day,
no, but I consider you a brother.
Every day.
You know what? If you and I were in the trenches together in the Army, you would be my friend for life, even if we didn't see each other for 25 years. Fred's been at my side for 30 fucking years.
Well,
he is
that's
every
a
bit my
special
fucking
bond.
bro.
I know that. I know.
And you've been here
he's
for
never
7
been insulted or denigrated
whatever.
on this show.
You've
Right.
been here.
Never.
No, but the point is,
Could you stop laughing
through
around me?
thick and thin, I will call that guy my brother. Now, that's something out of the 60s. I understand that. And that's something you don't relate to as a younger man. But the fact of the matter is...
It's something your generation
the
lacks.
feeling behind it...
I come from a shitty generation.
You come from a shitty generation. And the
Actually,
fact of the matter
I do.
is, you do. And the fact of the matter is, the same goes for you. Yeah, two Army buddies might not see each other for 50 years, and they see each other, and they embrace each other.
How you're comparing this to being in
Yes,
Vietnam?
to me, not I didn't say Vietnam. I said an army.
Right.
And the fact of the matter is...
How am I not loyal to you on this show?
I didn't say you weren't. Did I ever accuse you of not being loyal?
There's nothing...
No, I'm saying to you, you ridiculed me for saying you're my brother and you're my friend. You're saying that it's not a friendship if you're together 5 hours a day on the air. Okay, it's on the air, but I feel like you're on my side. When I'm down... and I feel like the world is coming in on me. When I come into this room, I go, thank God I've got Artie, Fred, Robin, not so much Benji, but, and yes, even you, Benji. But I go, thank God I have these people because, like, no matter how bad the shit gets, especially when it went down with the censorship and Tom, and I'm always getting suspended and shit, I would say, I just have this refuge. And when I'd get down in my career, Robin would, you know, like, be there, like, laughing at me and doing, like, the radio with me. And I go, oh, thank God, because it's making me feel like I got a team.
I know.
I'm not alone.
I know. Can I explain something to you? Let me
so
just say
that's
something.
what you
Let me say
mean
one
to
thing
me.
to you.
And for you to ridicule that,
Suppose,
it just sucks.
talk about ridicule. Suppose you were a fat guy.
I was under a whole different impression about
and you're
you.
the most self deprecating guy there is usually,
Right.
and you're very aware of your physical being, right?
Right.
Suppose you were fat and you really were embarrassed by the way you look.
Okay.
You work on a guy's radio show and someone says, "What's going on today?" Well, a chick with loves fat guys is coming in to see if
I didn't mean to insult you.
Of course, it's insulting. How could you not? How could you? What kind of world
The
are you
girl
living in
said
if
she
you
was
don't
into
realize
you.
that's
She likes
insulting?
fat guys. And I figured you're not uptight about you being fat. I didn't know you were so uptight about being
You
called
know
a fat guy.
I'm uptight, dude. You're the one who told me to go to a
He
shrink.
doesn't know you. He's
No,
not
you need
even
to go
a
to-
friend.
You are wrong.
How would he
Because
know?
you're
Howard,
changing
Howard,
this.
listen,
My
you're trying
motivation
to
wasn't to
defend
humiliate
yourself
you.
as a
My
person.
motivation wasn't to humiliate you. It was for you to meet a girl.
Yesterday, you were being a fantastic radio personality and a shitty friend. That's what you were doing.
Bullshit.
Yes, you were.
But that wasn't my motivation.
Okay, fine.
And I
well,
don't care
then I'm
what you
telling
think.
you how I feel.
All right, and I'm telling you that was not true.
Because you feel
And I'm
it,
saying I don't want you to change a thing about the show.
No, I know.
But
I know what you're
Artie-
But this
saying.
conversation is happening. I don't know what the fuck to do about it. I'm being honest with
Artie,
you.
because you feel something, does it make it real?
Explain that. What are you talking about?
You felt it doesn't mean he meant it.
Let's see what people say. Let's go to King of All Blacks. Go ahead.
You know.
I'm with Artie today, man.
What?
I'm gonna have to side with Artie today.
Oh, fuck you.
He's another
Well,
fat guy.
let him talk.
Yeah, fat guys. All the fat guys call us if you're being insulted.
Go ahead, King. Why do you side with Artie on this? I'm not even sure what the argument's about, but go ahead.
Because it's like if you seen a girl that was hot that maybe Beth knew. And
I don't know any girls like that, and I would do that for Artie.
And in his personal life, he would do that.
No friend. First of all, Beth doesn't have a lot of female friends, and the ones that do have not approached me about Artie.
Yeah, but what he's saying is, why would you bring it on the air, and why is
because it was something that I would want done for me.
Because he's being a great radio guy.
No.
He's not being a friend. He's
Wait
not
a
thinking
minute,
of me as a
I thought it was an
Wait a minute.
interesting segment, but also I did it out of friendship.
It was clearly fascinating. It dominated the show, and it's dipped over into this.
I want to know
wait a
something.
minute, wait
I
a
don't think
minute.
it was a particularly good segment, quite frankly.
Well,
if you want to know my analysis.
It turned into this, so people
Wait
are
a
probably
minute.
enjoying this.
Let me say something, because
I'm
you're
ripping
missing
my heart out.
something. You're missing something here, both you and the king, that the girl, we don't know her from Adam.
We don't.
Well, right, okay, so what
So
does that
where
mean?
are we going to introduce you? In his apartment, a total stranger?
You got her to come here and say, we'll meet you at the diner.
Right. She wanted to be on the radio and meet you.
Exactly.
Fine, but that's to me, that's an entree to meeting a chick.
Yeah, but Robin, you don't know her personally.
Fred met his wife on the radio. It ain't such a bad
It's a
deal.
different situation.
No, it's not. It's the exact same
No, it
thing.
isn't. No, it isn't. It's a dial-a-date.
I
Fred was a willing participant.
didn't know him any
Fred
better
came
than
in
that girl
day
knew
knowing
you.
It was a dial-a-date. It was a willing participant.
didn't
I
know
came in here
that day.
blindsided by
He
it.
didn't know
didn't
that day.
know
We
that
did it.
day.
I think Artie's objecting to the whole framing of the fat thing.
All right, but how many times have
killing
we
him.
introduced them to girls? It's not about being fat. They're attracted to
The
Artie.
dial-a-date wasn't. The dial-a-date wasn't. Oh, we're gonna get this freak Fred
This
laid.
on the air, on the
You
air
should've
for
heard
me.
that dial-a-date.
Doing this
Right.
on the air
I
is an
did hear it.
excuse to do it. Otherwise, it's creepy for me. I'm talking about my own life. Like, I get creeped out. Like, oh, I'm going to go meet some chick who wrote me a letter. It's like kind of like a cool way to screen it. It's good radio. And
Also,
P.S.
it's a total stranger, and anybody could be writing. You get
Yeah.
a chance to preview her
Yeah.
in a public forum where
And-
it's not
Well, it's actually
dangerous
safe.
or
Exactly.
The bigger
And that's
issue
all
is
I meant by it.
I've
That's all I meant by it.
confided with you, and you just bring shit up on the air. If there's stuff I don't tell you now because I know you now, and I know your move. You bring stuff on the air.
I've never brought up anything you
yes,
said don't bring
did.
up.
Yes, you did.
Liar.
The whore $500 story. The time I told you
The
that.
whore
Did you tell him
$500
that was
you
in confidence?
Of
What?
course I told him. I said I don't want this on the air.
I don't remember you ever saying I want this
then
on
you
the
know
air.
what? You got selective memory.
All right,
dude.
then I'm wrong. I
said to
apologize.
you-
I don't remember
I said
that.
to you, I don't want this on the air, and I told you that story.
No.
And then you went on the air.
I went
and
on the air and said, what? Artie, do you want to tell that story? I gave it up to you.
You kept fucking.
No, bullshit.
I had a choice at that.
I get a tape of that. I want to hear me bringing up something that he told me not to
And then
bring up.
I confided you in something about Dana on the phone, and you just blurted it out. And now I know that. Now I know
What
that
was
you.
that?
What was that?
Blurt it out again. No.
We talked about. He did. Well, he did. He's. You know. And
What did I say?
I remember looking at you like, how did you just say that? What the fuck was the issue? I was talking.
There
to you
was
on the
one thing.
phone.
He's right. I think this might be it. Go
Of
ahead.
course it wasn't. I'm like,
All right,
no.
okay. I might have fucked up. Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, but Howard, listen. But the point is, I would never in a million years think
All
about
right.
doing that to you, and you do it, and you,
I
and
don't.
you go, oh,
you
I'm
make
sorry,
it like I
and
do
it's
it all
just
the
turned
time.
up.
Bullshit.
That's two examples
No.
to where I'm scared.
Many people
If
here
I
have told
tell
me
you
things in
something-
confidence.
If I tell you something in person
Yeah.
that you think would be so incredible for the air, you know you're going to figure out a way to pick it up.
No,
bring it up on
I
the
would
fucking
say
air.
to you, Artie, can we talk about that on the air?
Yeah, you do that on the air.
Right. And if you say no,
and
it
then
doesn't go
6
any
million
further.
people hear it, and all of a
That's
sudden
right.
it's like, why is Artie being a fuck? It's just a
Because
ridiculous.
sometimes it seems like in retrospect you could, after the
But
fact.
this last thing, you just didn't even ask me. You just said it.
You're right.
I'm gonna try to
What was it, though?
I don't even know if I want to
you know
say
what it was?
again.
Because it was nothing.
No, yes, it was something very big to me.
Was it? What was it?
Yes. I don't want to say it again.
You don't remember.
Well, I remember it was something very big, and I
What
don't want
was
to
it?
say
don't
If
remember
it's so
what it
big,
was.
what is it?
Well, why do I want to say it
Because you
again?
just fucking
You're doing
busted
it
my
right
ball.
now. I am not.
Busted my
You
ball.
just remember
Busted
doing
my
it.
ball.
You remember doing it. Did you not just say you remember
came to
doing
me
it?
Yes, I did. But
Okay,
I know
so you're admitting it.
But I know it was nothing.
You know
It was
what?
nothing to him.
How do you know
He's
it's
busting my
nothing?
balls now.
No, so you just were judge and jury in your
Yes,
head.
yes.
Thought it was nothing to me, and you blurted it
Yes.
out. Okay.
No,
great.
he didn't. Did you just blurt it out? You didn't even ask him?
No, I said to him,
No, he
can I
didn't.
say this?
No, you did not.
Oh, you mean I just blurted it out?
Yes.
All right, well, remember what it is if it's so fucking important.
You're admitting you did it.
I'm admitting I asked you if I could say it.
Oh, my God.
But maybe
No,
I
you
did. You
didn't.
want to know? So
Gotta
honestly,
say-
all bullshit aside, I don't even remember if I blurted it out or I asked you first. But if I did, what was the thing that's so fucking bothering you?
I don't feel like
That you
talking about
couldn't-
it.
You don't remember it. Tell the truth now that you don't remember.
You
what the
can't
fuck
even bring
is.
it up in your brain.
You won't even bring it up because you don't remember.
I told you that I was disappointed in Dana
All right.
for not,
Sticking by you.
Exactly.
Right.
That? That's a revelation?
He said it a million times.
Robin,
on here.
people have different things that mean stuff to them. I don't know what means anything to you, Ms.
He's
Brick
right
over
about
there.
that. That's true, but that was at the only time,
And
honestly.
this is how it came up on the air. He goes, how many times, Art, have you said to me that Dana didn't stick by you and she should have stuck by? And I was like, that was like getting hit with a bat in the
But
face.
Artie, how many times have I fucked up in the 7 or 8? How many years you been on this show?
Dude, if it happens once,
Did I ever reveal any contents of anything? No, one time it happened.
Twice.
What's the second time?
The $500 hooker thing.
Bullshit. I will go to my grave saying you're full of shit.
He asked before that.
That's
you
right.
gave permission.
I don't even know. I don't even remember him telling me that off the air, honestly.
But that's
and if he
exactly
did, I know
how I
I
told
would
you.
never tell
thought
it.
50 people knew that when you were telling me. I was the only one who didn't know.
Tim, go ahead.
Artie, wah.
Oh, okay.
Well, that was
And
good.
Howard,
Well timed.
did you honestly mention this prior to Artie yesterday?
What?
Did you mention this prior to the show about this chick coming on about a fat person? And Artie, you did it to yourself.
I don't know. I didn't know anything about it.
I knew
it
about
wasn't
it.
a surprise to you. He mentioned it before.
Hey,
No, he
Jason,
mentioned
print
it
out
in
the
the
letter.
morning.
Print out the letter the chick sent, because Artie.
Yeah, I want to hear
Why
that.
don't you hear it?
I guarantee it's
fact,
some. I guarantee it's a letter you read and you go, "Wow, this will be good for my friend."
No, honestly, I think I read about the first 3 lines, and I decided it would be good for my friend.
Okay. Well, we'll see what the letter.
All right. I read like maybe 2 seconds.
Well, first of all, right there. Wouldn't you read the rest of it?
No, I was just like,
the
hey, this
last
chick-
paragraph. She's like, and at the
No,
end,
she
I
was
like
like
to
the-
stab fat guys after I fuck them.
When did she say that?
I'm saying you didn't read the whole letter. It
No,
could say anything.
it was just she goes, I'm a really cute girl who wants to have sex with Artie. I went, okay, that'll be interesting and fun.
And then what? I mean, there could be anything after that. I mean, you should read the whole letter.
Oh, get out of here.
Did Artie
I
know
don't read
this
the whole
before the
anything.
show?
What?
Did Artie know this before the show?
No, but I don't know.
Wait a
I don't know
I
about it.
promoted.
Yes, you
If he
did
knew
for
it before the
days.
show when he went on.
Not for
then he
days.
just
I
wanted-
heard about it in the morning.
No, he had said it before that there's this girl who wrote a letter who really likes Artie.
Well, I mean, I
By the way, it's on Lotus Notes too. If Artie ever bothered to,
I don't.
read
I'm not
that.
on there. Everybody
He
knows I'm
can't
not on there.
turn
It's not
on
like
his
I'm keeping it.
computer.
I'm not keeping it a secret.
Artie, you ungrateful fuck.
Of course.
What a friend Howard is.
Yeah.
You know what? I think Artie's going to end up leaving the show. I think this situation.
I am. I'm going to leave the
This
show.
situation today opened up a door about how Howard treats his friends, and everybody that knows
nothing to
Howard
do
knows
with
that
it.
he's an air man. He loves everything on the air. And you
Well, that's
accepted it,
true.
and you took it, you went with it. Now you're going to sit here and
Is that
bitch?
true? Are you leaving the show?
Well,
Artie?
can I? Well, yeah, I'm probably going to leave in January.
Is that true?
Yeah,
this
but
an
not
announcement?
but not for show business though.
What reason?
Well, I have to. I went to the doctor recently, and I have to take a break. I have to dry out. I have to go. I'm going to go to like Europe or something, and just stay there for 6 months and like hike or something.
Really?
I have to. It's not a show business thing at all. Matter of fact, if something happens with the Fox deal, I would probably do it in New York and do both. If I'm going to stay in show business, I might as well stay here.
Right.
But this is something I don't know.
So you're announcing you're leaving
my
the show?
My doctor got me scared shit.
doctor?
I went to get a full like checkup, you know,
Yeah.
and it's not a pretty picture, and I'm
See,
burnt.
here's
I'm
the-
very burnt. I'm burnt the
Here's
fuck
the thing.
out.
Here's the thing I don't understand about
I considered
you.
rehab.
Can I tell you something? I don't get something about you. You. Well, I'm not going to say anything. Forget it.
No,
it's
but I
not my
can-
place.
but go ahead.
No,
I mean,
no, it's not my place.
we're
But
on
so
the
you're,
air,
so
you're
you're
not-
telling me
if
now
you were
that you're
a friend,
leaving.
he'd talk to you. But
So you're telling me you're leaving in January?
Well, I might even go to rehab.
Really?
Yeah.
Why, but why wait till
Because
January?
just
is
not
right.
rehab. I'm not
'Cause he wants to have fun
I'm not
first.
abusing anything right now. It's like I don't know what to call it. Like I need to dry out.
you need a mental hospital, like a nervous breakdown
I might.
place?
I might.
That's
I'm
what he
burnt.
needs.
I'm burnt out, and I need a break. And like, if at the end of 6 months I come back and there's something going on. To me, I'm finding out about myself. I always thought I needed like attention in show business, and I'm finding I don't. I could be happy if I ever really dealt with the issues I have in my fucking head properly. I think I could be happy working at a fucking deli or something.
That's what you think.
And I have a good amount of money packed away. I don't
I'm
live.
gonna
I
tell you
don't
what
live.
you-
in- I don't
you
live
want me
an
to make a prediction?
I don't live an extravagant lifestyle.
Here's my prediction about you.
I'm not leaving the show. I'm leaving show business.
Okay.
Technically,
Here's my prediction.
I'll be 40.
Oh my god.
Here's my prediction about you.
Right. I'm gonna die in Italy.
No.
No.
This is what you think you need. So I'll be the first one to encourage
But I
you
feel
to
like
do
I'm
it.
dying.
Damn, straight do it.
You're going to feel like you're dying when you do this in 6 months. I mean, you're going to go away for 6 months, and you're still going to feel like you're dying.
You think I'm going to go mental?
I know you're going to go
But
mental.
what if I hire like a
You just proved that you're mental right now.
Because you
I
could do
almost feel like
this.
the
You
book
could
The
do-
Razor's Edge. I want to go
No.
hang with a monk in Tibet.
could do
I'm
all of that.
searching for some sort of peace that I've never found.
We have 3 years left here, and it could either be glorious, and this is. I'm not convincing you to do one thing or the other. You could do whatever you want. But it could be glorious, and you could work on yourself while you have this work that you're doing now.
Right.
And feel great, and go to a psychiatrist. Start to do the hard work of opening up.
I've tried for 6
not gonna
years.
be
I've
easy.
tried to fit that into my
come on.
situation, and
You're not willing to do it. So going and living like in
in
Italy,
Europe, in a monk's.
you're not going to feel any better.
I'm not talking about the rest of my life. I'm talking about for 6 months just drying out. No more to road.
Dry
no
out
more
today. Try out today, no more road,
look,
and
I'm
do
not
your
saying,
radio
I'm not
show.
abusing any drug
No,
right
I know
now,
that.
but I'm really just.
You feel like you're going to burst.
Howard, I'm going nuts.
You're going to feel like you're bursting.
Yes.
All right.
Literally and fit mind.
What I'm telling you,
everything.
the secret is, and trust me on this, I've lived a little longer than you.
Right.
As someone who has had similar feelings many points in his life, it comes down to no matter where you are.
But you had something connecting you, your kids. You know, I mean, I got like,
But
I feel like I got an open canvas there, and I could just go try to.
Well, you don't.
find some sort of peace.
All right, well then look at me, Artie. You think I've never felt the way you do, or wanted to run away, or saying I just need time off because I have to get
I'm not
myself
asking for
together?
time. I would never
Have
ask
you
you
ever
guys
been
for time
exposed
off.
to
Like
No,
what
I'm
I'm
not
saying.
saying that.
that's
I'm
it.
talking about in life,
But-
taking like the time out you're talking about.
But to me, today, you could quit everything. I would quit everything but the show, but that's up to you. And focus on being healthy. Commit to going to a psychiatrist 4 times a week. Opening up, as painful as it is, and as much as you don't want to go, just force yourself to go. Say, this is something I need to do. Because I guarantee you, my friend, I mean, not my friend, but our coworker.
Bro.
We won't even be that in January.
I guarantee you, when you're in Italy or living with monks or whatever it is you think you're going to be doing that's going to dry you out, you're going to be the same Artie Lang.
Let me tell you, Artie, while
But how
we
do you
were
know
on
that?
I
the
know it.
air, while we were
You
on
think
the air
changing
at
the environment-
NBC, I was having a nervous breakdown.
Right.
And I started therapy, and I would go to therapy before the show. And there were days I walked out of the therapist's office and I said, I don't think I can work today.
Well, you know, doing this show is a sacrifice, too, because of the schedule. And I'm being honest with you. After 6 years, I am not willing to make that sacrifice anymore.
Yeah, well,
I'm
then you
telling
gotta
I'm not
leave.
willing.
That's
I want to
another
see.
thing.
I want to see the whole Super Bowl for the first time in 6 years. I want to. I know that sounds dumb, but
No,
I
that's
want
what
to
you
go
need to
out on a
do.
Tuesday night, maybe. And listen, I'm not saying I would never leave here like some sort of pompous jerk and say, "Oh, I'm going to do this and that." And if I would fully any project I did after this in show business
When
would
did you come to
probably
this
fail.
conclusion? When did you come to this conclusion?
About a month ago, I went to go see this doctor, and I mean, he scared the living fuck out of me. This happened to me at Mad TV too. Some guy told me, you know, I had a physical, and I don't know. I haven't been able to figure out a balance of this schedule and living healthy, and I don't know, man. I really, Howard, I feel like I'm gonna fucking just drop
Artie,
it.
even right now, I was on the phone last night with a guy who's coming to New York to detox me
Why?
because I feel very unhealthy.
Right. Well, you
But
see,
I don't think about quitting my job. I
know.
think about, all right, how do I get healthy in my life?
Well, he has a different attitude toward the job, and it's not the wrong attitude.
I don't
what I'm
have
saying is-
disrespect for this
No,
job.
No, I don't say
No, 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 no,
disrespect.
no.
When I
mean,
first got this gig, some friends of mine, comics, said, "Art, that's the greatest job of all time. I give you 3 weeks." And I said, "Listen, because of the schedule." And I said, "Listen, guys, you're wrong." I said, "This ain't the Z Morning Zoo. I'm on, the classic show of our lifetime here. It's going to lead to other things. I'm going to have fun. I'm in
Right.
New York." And, I made it work for 6 years. And now it's very hard. I have to sit down and look at and assess my life, which has been in shambles forever.
What's
I've
the
made
longest time you've been straight?
What, sir?
What's the longest?
let me get rid of this guy.
Yeah,
CK,
really.
you're on the air. Go ahead.
Artie thinks my life's gone. My relationship is gone.
But
I mean,
Robin, so you're saying I'm trying to avoid those things in the
guy
future.
clearly needs to leave and find out what that's like. CK,
Yeah,
go ahead. You're on the air. Really, he needs to find out.
But what I know about life is that your life is not different when you leave here. You're still a mess.
Well, he's got to go prove that
But
to
we're
himself.
different people, though, Robin. And maybe,
no, you're not.
You're not any different. CK, everything you've done.
That wasn't a racial comment, by the way.
Everything you've been involved with has involved addiction. So it's not this show. When you were doing Mad TV, there was addiction.
No,
when you were doing movies, there was
when
addiction.
is that going to stop? When is that going to
Never, not quitting your job.
If this job, which was like a dream job to me, and all this money I'm making,
it's not going to stop unless you go to therapy, and you can go to therapy and still
because you're
work.
looking for something outside of yourself to make you stop. You have to stop.
You think if you stop working, it's going to be some kind of revelation?
No, not altogether. I think if I take I need more than 2 weeks. I need a 6-month thing where whatever the fuck it is, and then if I come back.
How do you know it's 6 months?
He makes pronouncements.
Right.
CK, you're on the air.
Maybe it's a month. Maybe it's 2. I don't know.
Yes, CK.
Find out that you have diabetes, or that you are like on the verge of having diabetes.
Yes.
Is that what you found out?
On the well, my father was a diabetic, and I found out I'm on the verge of it.
Aren't you? But didn't he test your blood, John Hine?
There's all different types of diabetes.
You're over 140, and you have that test done like twice within a month. You have diabetes.
The doctor took blood tests on me. You know what I mean? It's like it's
the
very,
real stuff.
He did the whole fucking thing that I haven't done in a while, and it scared me. And I said, well, look, ever since I've been an adult, whatever the fuck it is, you say it all the time. I haven't dealt with this stuff with my father properly, and you know what? You're right. I went to a shrink at Mad TV because they forced me to, or they were going to throw me in jail or fire me. And I saw the guy 2 times. He was a pill pusher, and I took the pill, and I kept going. Right. Eventually, I went back to drugs and drinking. It's like a horrible cycle.
Right.
And after 6 years of doing this,
it might be time for a break.
I don't know. I don't want to die.
You know what, Art?
I don't want to drop dead. I mean, if I drop dead, I'll try to do it on the air.
Yeah. No, but Art.
That's nice of you.
Art, I hear what you're saying. No hard feelings. Whatever you decide is good with me. I've always said that to you.
That's what we said. Now we're
I know you didn't think I was sincere, but when I said you're my bro, you are. And the fact is, if you need 6 months to go do your thing, you go do it. And I'm just suggesting to you that
do not wait.
Before you throw this away, you have to realize the pain in your life is never going to change, whether you're working or not, or even this schedule. This schedule, by some
standards,
not getting up early. Is not so bad.
Right.
Believe me, I've worked worse.
Well, it keeps a structure, but I don't know. I haven't been able to. See, what I do is, and again, the money I made on a sitcom is one thing, and I realize there's not that kind of money in radio.
That's right.
But to live the kind of lifestyle I'm used to, I have to go on the road.
Right.
And I don't know, between the road and this, I am just burnt the fuck out. And I know that if I the longer I stay here, the more they're going to throw these gigs at me, and it's hard to say no a lot of the time. And I don't know. I got to get the fuck out of this vacuum I'm in. It's like stuff is falling by the wayside. Dana came and went. I don't know. I'm like a hurricane, and all these things are in my wake. I don't know how to get out.
Well, that's how it feels to you.
Yeah.
And I think that if you got help, you wouldn't feel that way. But listen, I'm sad to hear you say you're leaving.
One thing.
I'm sad to hear you say you're leaving, but I understand.
I haven't given the shrink a full try.
Right. Why would you wait until January to start getting better if you're in that bad a shape?
I don't know. To me, it's like a light at the end of the tunnel, maybe. It's something to work for. I don't know.
Well, maybe by January you'll feel differently.
Yeah, but at the same time, well, I didn't know. I was going to try. I was going to give it till the July vacation and really think about it, and then, at least give you guys a few months' notice and shit, which is right. But I don't know.
Well, I'm sad to hear you say you're going to be leaving.
This has been. I can't take this.
I said it.
I'm quitting too.
I might have said it too prematurely.
Well, I'm sad to hear you say it, but at the same
nobody even
point,
takes me seriously.
I need help.
I certainly understand it.
I need to.
And I wish you'd get the help now and stay with the show, but that's something you got to feel.
Well,
to continue in pain.
So you suggest going to a shrink in the afternoon?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
3 times a week.
I gotta
maybe
tell
he'll help me balance the schedule.
Can I tell you one thing
No, it's not about balancing the schedule, Artie.
Can I tell you something, Art?
Yeah.
Like today, I have an appointment with the shrink. And I actually got plans to get out of town. Now, by waiting around for the shrink means I got to go sit through fucking traffic afterwards. And I was about to cancel. And something inside me said, don't cancel, because I hate going. I hate it to this day. I've been going 10 years. I hate going. I fucking hate going to the shrink. But I know when I'm done, I feel better, and it helps me manage the shit in my life.
Right.
Now, I can't compare my shit to your shit. Whatever your shit is your shit.
Everybody reacts.
But,
I mean, everybody's got shit.
But I've had a gun in my mouth 2 times in my life.
Really?
So the fact of the matter, that's right.
Wow.
And the fact of the matter is, that's right. So the fact of the matter is that everybody has their own shit. And the fact of the matter is that I know if I don't go, it's not healthy for me. It's not healthy for the people in my life who I love and all that
mentally,
stuff.
but you see, you've clearly figured out a way to be physically healthy with this schedule.
Well, I wasn't always.
Yeah, but he didn't take 6 months off to do it. That's what we're saying.
I know. Well, I mean, then the sacrifice you make to be healthy and everything, I can't imagine how crazy your fucking day is.
But you must hear me on this. If you were at a shrink now and you said to me, hey, Howard, I came to a conclusion with the shrink, when I was sitting there.
It's something I should discuss with you.
The radio thing isn't making me happy, or it's just too much. And you know what? Maybe I even want to go out to Hollywood again, or I want to maybe work in New York doing something different. I'd say, okay. I'd say okay anyway, even if you don't go to the shrink. I mean, what am I going to say? I mean, I'm sad. I love working with you. I would love to finish out as much time as I can with you here.
But nothing has made me happy. You know what I mean? Like, I've tried all these things.
Understood. So let's say you even went to therapy and it didn't work for you.
Right.
Then that's another issue. But the only thing I know is it helped me, and we're not the same people. I know that.
Right.
But it did help me feel more connected to the people in my life, and it made me feel even more connected to people I work with. That's why I think...
Even though you don't see it.
Yeah, actually, that's when it blew my mind this morning, because I actually do feel connected to you. And maybe I don't express it perfectly, but I do feel that way, and I do care about you.
Too. I never said I didn't feel connected.
No, I know. So, and I really didn't mean you any harm. But the fact of the matter is, I know deep down in my heart that no matter what the surroundings are, whatever you think, like I always think, oh, if I lived in Canada on a farm, or
right, every time I'm on vacation, I think if I didn't have to work, boy, would I be happy.
Then I'd be happy.
Well,
and you might be right. That work might be a lot of stress, and you might have enough fuck you money to say, I don't need to work this many hours. And that's legitimate. And you know what? You should leave then. And it'll be sad and all that, but we had a bunch of good years, and so be it, and you'll come back and visit every once in a while.
And we'll do a
hopefully.
special on you.
That's right. But the fact of the matter is, I'm recommending to you,
at least
as
see
a friend,
shrink.
at least see the shrink in a serious way. Get a really good name,
and
go see the guy. And
I'm sure the guy you gave me is a good name.
I hear great things about him.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know the man, but I know the guy who recommended him.
Yeah,
the guy who recommended him is a solid psychiatrist who's a real caring guy. And the fact of the matter is that, then you could make a decision at least. But I'm going to tell you something. If you go to this therapy, it's ball-busting, heart-wrenching. It's. I
know. I mean, I'm not thrilled with that.
It's horrible. Every time you're there, you're like, I could be doing so many other fucking things. But something keeps drawing me back because I know it's the right thing to do for my kids, to do for, Beth, for whoever, even for the people I work with.
But also, Artie, if you have to go away every time life gets complicated, you'll never be in your life.
Well, you see, but I haven't done that. I've lived. I felt like this before, but I didn't have enough money to really feel like I could do it.
Yeah, but my point is,
and I made myself stay in.
You have to learn to solve problems in your life, not out of your life.
Right. Yeah, I know. Well, listen, I haven't been able to do that yet. I don't know.
That's because you haven't asked for the proper help either.
Well,
you've only tried to do it. You know what they say? Your best thinking got you here. You've heard that before.
Yes. Yeah, well, that's depressing.
Listen, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of people on the phone who want to chime in. I'm not even going to let them.
No.
But look,
I don't care. I'm telling you,
I
wasn't going to say anything until July because it's not in my head made up, and I do have that guy's number actually.
Good. I hope you call. That's it. Let's leave it at that. I can't do anything about you missing the Yankees-Red Sox game, and I understand that.
No, that's just like a symbol in my head. I'm going like, well, I spend a lot of money on these tickets. It's like I can't even go to a fucking game.
That's right.
It like plays jokes on you. And like, oh, what is it worth it if is the work worth it if I can't enjoy the things I enjoy? And then you start thinking, well,
you know what's funny?
How do I get out of this rut?
I used to think that at NBC.
Right.
And then once I even got fired, I had clarity. I went, why did I get so fucking worked up? I could have easily done this. And it's weird.
Easily done what? Worked within their parameters?
No,
Or?
I could have figured out how to make it more enjoyable while I was there.
Right.
I don't think I could have avoided being fired. That would have happened inevitably. But I didn't need to have all the angst and the just fuck it.
I'm filled with
filled with it,
angst,
and I think that
absolutely.
angst doesn't go away just because you have the change of scenery. Even if you quit working and you put yourself on a farm,
right?
You know, I mean, there's been that Larry Sanders Show had a great episode. Larry figured if he went to Montana and retired, he'd be happy.
Right.
He lasted 3 weeks.
I know. I love that episode. I get it. I know.
Yeah, but anyway, listen, you'll come to the right conclusion. Either way, and you have the full support of me.
No, I know.
No matter what you decide to do.
And
If
look,
it's
nobody
January,
springs
then,
something on me. I knew the schedule getting into this, and it was a blast. And I just slowly but surely fell into this black hole of shit health. And I woke up one day, I'm 300 pounds. I can barely move, and mentally I'm a mess.
It didn't happen in one day.
Yeah, I know.
And Art, you know what? I'll suggest to you this: if you separate yourself out, you're on satellite radio. We're having a blast. You're doing your thing.
Creatively, it's great.
So
but you gotta say that's the only thread that keeps me from madness. The fact that I can go home and go, you know what? I was funny today. You know what I mean? Like I earned my paycheck. The show was funny or whatever the fuck.
But it could be that you decide, and rightly so, by the way. It's your decision. January comes around, you give me some notice, let me know, and we'll have a good farewell party, and that'll be it.
See, that's why
I will miss you.
You see, that's why it's scary to me to leave this to go to some other creative venture, because God forbid.
You're miserable.
I don't have the creative satisfaction, and it's all this shit. That's what I was going through for a while. At Mad TV, there were good sketches, but there were bad ones, man. And a week where I hated the sketch, man, that was like, now I have nothing to fall back on. Now there's no redeeming quality about the situation. I don't think I'm being funny. I'm miserable where I am. Like, at least here, I go home and I go, I'm part of something special. It's unique, and it was funny. And I can argue in my head that now that's what makes me go on.
You've always been a guy who's not afraid to take chances. You left a doc, and you went out in show business, and you will do well even outside of this show. I know you will. You've got talent.
Maybe money-wise, but not creatively.
Money-wise, and I think you'll find
it's hard
something.
to get this atmosphere anywhere in comedy. You can't do it, you know.
But you make your decision and you decide. But I'm just talking about your happiness. That ain't going to change. I don't give a fuck what venue you're in. I don't care if you're working in a deli or if you just stop working and sit home.
You'll still be Artie.
You're still going to be Artie.
You know what happened to me? I got spoiled, too. For 2 years, I had the exact opposite situation I'm in now, and I was the healthiest physically of my life. I didn't like the show I was doing. I thought I would watch it every, the Norm Show. For 2 fucking years, I was making $35,000 a week. I had a convertible, I had a tan. I'd get up at 11 o'clock. I'd throw you guys on. I'd go over Mulholland Drive. I'd have an omelet. I'd go to work. I'd read the shit script. We'd tape it, get a paycheck, go to a party, maybe have sex with a broad that's out of my league. And the show would come on, and my aunts would love it because they're hearing fake laughter and Artie's getting laughs. But creatively, it was empty. And Normal say the same thing. He lost his way with that because it wasn't as funny as his stand-up and all this other shit. Here it's the direct opposite. Here it's the funniest thing ever, and I'm proud of the work. But my God, the schedule with the stand-up is... And look, the other thing is, if I do stay... I got to bite the bullet financially a little bit and at least cut the stand-up in half, like directly, boom, because that's killing me. The traveling and the fucking getting back on a Sunday, getting off the plane, and I can't do that anymore.
No,
and I'm going to be 40. That's the other soul-searching thing. Like in October, I'll be 40, and that for some reason, 30 didn't bother me. 35, 40's fucking with my head a little bit.
Right.
And
I understand.
It's a lot of shit going on, and the Norm Show, I look good. But I wasn't being funny. Here I look like shit, but I'm getting laughs.
Well, maybe you can do both. Maybe you get laughs and look good.
I miss that. That sitcom lifestyle's hard. You miss it. But,
I know. This is not an easy lifestyle. This is not. So we'll see what happens. Listen, but I say while you're in this much pain and worried about your health.
Right.
I'm just saying maybe therapy. I don't know. Maybe there's some other answer.
Yeah, maybe you start now
Right.
so that you really are clear in January what you want to do.
But I promise you guys, and this is a testament to all you, the only thing that keeps me from total madness is the fact that I'm part of a show that is great.
It's a great, legendary show, and that makes me sane, and it gets me to sleep. If I didn't have that,
definitely leave it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Like, it's going to be great if I drop dead, Robin. I don't want. What am I going to do?
And if you decide to work in a deli, please no mayo on my sandwich.
Yeah, I was going to say, let
thin.
us know. We'll come.
It'll be a great deli.
And if I ask for extra butter, don't let it swim in butter.
I'm not going to be working anywhere near food.
I got to take a break. You need a break.
Wow, I'm leaving. I can't take this show today.
Yeah.
It's been too emotional. Too much has gone on.
Well, how about a little excerpt from the letter? Whenever I fantasize about fat men...
Is that what it says?
They're usually Italian, and the majority of my boyfriends have been Italian. Unfortunately, only one has gained weight, and it wasn't for me or my fetish.
All right. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, don't you think when a chick says she has a fetish...
Who cares? You're getting laid.
You make it sound like
I don't know. I'm nuts. If someone had a fetish for big-nosed pelicans, as you say, I'd be happy to fuck her.
I live with my dad, and I kind of take care of him. He thinks we're pretty similar, and we drink, her and her dad, I guess. A lot is in capitalization.
Okay.
She's trying to sell herself.
And I usually drink and get crazy. I get stopped by people all the time telling me how much I look like Lindsay Lohan, and actually I've been mistaken for a few times. But I drink more and get into more trouble than she does. Uh-oh. Lindsay Lohan without the money.
Sorry, I thought it was Kismet.
I think if I think if Artie and I went out once that we'd hit it off. I like to cook. He likes to eat. I get off on it. Then we'll drink until we need to be wheeled back to our hotel room.
Yeah. Now tell me what's bad about it. Again, if this sounds
She's
like
the perfect employee.
If this sounds like punishment.
A party.
I don't know. I thought the girl might be fun.
I don't know. She says she has I don't want to be known that I can only get fucked by chicks who have fetishes.
No one knows that. This is just one chick who wanted you. Sorry.
I have a really hard time finding a decent boyfriend that won't lie to me and will do my fat fetish in bed. I have this fetish where I'm immensely aroused by fat men.
Yeah. That's right, she is.
But what if I'm trying to lose weight? It would be like a,
Look, dude, you're not going to marry her
at a certain point.
Right. I mean, she's looking for a good time. She drinks and wants to fuck. I don't know.
I'm 20 and I'm working as a stripper for culinary school. All right, well, all right. I mean, the fetish.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry you're a fetish. Believe me, I'm a fetish, too.
Oh, what fetish are you?
Pelican. You told me this morning when you were berating me because I'm an evil person. All right, look. From one evil person to another. Just calm down over there.
This has been one of those days.
I really want to go home. I'm sick of this whole day.
This has been one of those days.
Awful day.
What is it, Sonny?
Hey, bro. Yeah, don't go anywhere, Robin. This is the best fucking show you've probably ever done. And this is so great. And Doug, please, I don't want to see fucking Joe Piscopo for the Daily Show. I want to see Howard and Artie killing each other.
You'll see. I got teary-eyed this morning. Artie just got teary-eyed. I'm telling you, when Artie told me I wasn't his bro, it really hit me.
I know.
You did not get teary-eyed.
Oh, I did.
He was hurt. I know
hurt.
Howard.
You punched me hard today.
Can I ask one thing, Artie? You've sort of...
And Gary, line up David Tell, please, on the phone. And Greg Fitzsimmons.
That's the other. There's 100 guys that my time is over here.
Artie.
I've told every story I got.
Excuse me.
I've done every impression I have.
Excuse me. Let me just say this. I remember when we were just having people sit over there in that chair, and we all came together at one point, and it was like, it's so much fun when Artie's here.
That's right.
So those days are gone.
Gary, please make sure Bob Levy doesn't bother me after this.
Would going away for a month...
Poor
Artie,
Bob. We love you, Bob.
Why don't we take bets right now?
Yeah.
Who's going to be... Artie said he's leaving, but he hasn't decided for sure. Somebody's going to fucking call me, for real.
Right.
Who's
Bob
the
Levy.
first person to call?
First person's Bob Levy.
Jackie!
No.
It would come full circle.
I wanted $5 million.
Wouldn't it be amazing if you finished out your career with Jackie right here?
No, I won't be here. I'll quit with you, Artie.
No, Robin,
I'm not taking that anymore. I had enough of that.
Artie.
I just killed Shirley. I saw him running in the door. Get away. Ron Zimmerman. Fuck you. It's my door. Get him. Artie sucks.
Ron Zimmerman.
Please, everybody, just calm down. I see a window of opportunity. I hated the schedule too. I was wrong. I love it now. I want to get up early. Please.
Artie can't take the schedule.
That's it. It's the stand-up. The stand-up's what fucks you. Hey, I gotta get rid of that.
No stand-up for me. I hate it. I'm down to $50 a gig. kid. I'm working bachelor parties, please. I can't even say-
4th of July is my Christmas.
You're my bro. You can call me bro. I'm your bro.
That's the other thing. It's such a high being the comic on the show and doing 3,000 seaters. Like to go back to opening for a guy at the Funny Bone.
Artie, I'm still doing 3,000 seaters. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. Leave.
You'll be fine. We're gonna come back.
I was going insane. Now I'm on the beach. I'm so happy. I'm a different man. I'm a metal detector. Oh, I'm so skinny.
I got a metal detector. Maybe I should talk to Jackie.
I got a metal detector. I found a can. I found a can from 1942. It's an old Pabst Blue Ribbon.
My wife's with me. It's great.
Yeah. I love how this turned into bashing Jackie.
The guys are saying that they want to pull Artie's roast of Jackie, where Artie got up and said, "I couldn't get up early."
Hey, I can't get up early either.
Hey, look, it was a roast.
I could see Artie and Jackie sitting on that jetty together, just saying about.
Oh yeah.
No, the jetty's fine. No, please don't convince Artie.
Artie, break the jetty.
Artie, I swear, you want to hear my life now? I get up some days, I do stand-up, I play to 3,000-4,000 people, and then I just go home and relax.
I invented a joke box.
I got a joke box, Master Junior.
In my spare time, I get people to come to Vegas to go to a condo.
Yeah, Artie, here's a joke, Master Junior. Take it to Italy with you. Go ahead. You try out. I'm trying out.
I've got a joke master that is Swiss.
Go try out, Artie. Go try out.
Poor Jackie.
I tried out. I don't drink. I'm a lot of fun.
At least, you know what? At least I got no wife to leave me.
It's great. I was at home alone, stare at the wall. It's so good. You're so relaxed. I blank out my whole mind.
Nancy's beautiful. I love her.
I finally have all my shit together.
I love her.
It's great. Oh, I wish the phone would ring. Telling you.
Artie, would leaving for a month do anything for you?
Yes.
6 months.
6 months. You need 6 months.
Dude, you know what? You make a good point. I don't know. Maybe the other thing is maybe I'll go out to Europe and,
Europe.
the heroin's great there.
What the hell are you going Europe?
Go to Marseille.
You're going to Marseille. I'll stop by Burgundy
going?
and see you.
Where are you going?
I got distant relatives in Alto Villa outside of Naples. They live in a mud hut.
Right, okay.
You'll last a day.
They're not looking for you. They're looking to get here.
You'll get out of Italy faster than Robin got out of India.
If I show up there, my relatives, I got pictures of them. They got no teeth. They live in a mud hut. They're gonna be like, when are you handing out the lira, cousin Artie?
Right.
I gotta go. I gotta go buy an alarm clock. Oh, 2 alarm clocks. I don't want to be late for work. Oh, I'm gonna get a new chair.
The hotel didn't give me my wake-up call.
Give me some finger cuts. They need me. Oh. All right, listen, we got to take a break. Artie, I wish you luck with whatever you do. And we'll be back right after these words. Please.
Well, Artie was really upset that we had the girl in, who had a fat fetish. And I sort of get what he's going for. We brought in a girl that dug fat guys, and, we're goofing on the fact that he's being fat. But Artie goofs on the fact that he's fat. It's hard to know when it's hurtful and when it's not, because Artie will be the first one to make fun of his weight and talk about what he's eating and all that stuff. And, yeah, we brought the girl in for a bit, but we were also trying to hook Artie up. I genuinely believe that. I totally get where Howard was like, maybe like Artie is not that he's desperate. We never said that Artie was desperate. And Artie kept saying on the wrap-up show yesterday that we were saying he was a, what was the word he was using? A disgusting fat fuck. And I said, Artie, we said the girl has a fetish for disgusting fat guys. Artie put in the disgusting word. Nobody ever said Artie was disgusting.